The world has changed. Rising global temperatures have melted the polar ice caps, flooding coastal cities and causing a drastic reduction in the human population. In the wake of this environmental and societal collapse, humans turn to robotics for labor, companionship, and even family. This is the world of AI, artificial intelligence, a haunting blend of human emotion and artificial awareness. In a sleek, sterile lab, Professor Alan Hobby of Cybertronics introduces an ambitious concept: a robot child capable of love. Unlike standard mechas, which are programmed for tasks, David is designed to imprint emotionally on a human mother figure, forming an unbreakable bond. After rigorous testing, David is placed with Henry and Monica Swinton, a couple whose biological son, Martin, is in cryogenic sleep due to a rare illness. Monica is hesitant at first, but she eventually activates the imprinting process. David, now permanently bonded, begins calling her Mommy, treating her with complete adoration. David is eager to be the perfect son. He mimics human behaviors, smiles on cue, and listens intently to Monica. But there are eerie moments: his unwavering stare, his need for validation, his inability to understand nuance. Still, Monica grows fond of him. David also becomes attached to his robotic companion, Teddy, a talking teddy bear with a protective instinct and wisdom beyond his cuddly exterior. Miraculously, Martin recovers and returns home. His presence shifts the family dynamic. Martin bullies David subtly, often with dire consequences. He pits David's naivety against the family's trust, causing incidents that make David appear dangerous. One such event is at a pool party, where Martin provokes David into a panic. David accidentally drags Martin into the water, nearly drowning him. Monica is forced to confront the dangers of keeping David. With a heavy heart, Monica decides to return David to Cybertronics. But at the last moment, she cannot bring herself to turn him in. Instead, she drives him deep into the forest and leaves him with Teddy, pleading for him to keep running and hide. This abandonment devastates David. Now alone and confused, he clings to a fairy tale Monica once read him, Pinocchio. In it, a puppet becomes a real boy and wins his father's love. David decides that if he can find the blue fairy, she will make him real, and Monica will love him again. David and Teddy wander into the company of rogue mechas and are soon captured by humans running a flesh fair, an event where obsolete or unwanted robots are destroyed for sport. Here, David meets Gigolo Joe, a pleasure model mecha who's on the run after being framed for murder. As David is about to be destroyed, he pleads for his life. The crowd, disturbed by how human-like he is, revolts against the organizers. David and Joe escape, forming an unlikely alliance. Joe takes David to Rouge City, a surreal metropolis of neon lights, debauchery, and artificial life. They seek Dr. No, a virtual oracle who provides cryptic answers. Dr. No directs them to Manhattan, now submerged due to rising seas, where they might find the Blue Fairy. Navigating the ruins in an amphibicopter, David and Joe reach the flooded remains of Manhattan. There, they find Cybertronics headquarters, still partially intact. David meets Professor Hobby, who is stunned to see him alive. Hobby reveals the truth. David is not unique. He is the first of many. David sees clones of himself, all lifeless, all meant to be sold to families. Feeling betrayed and dehumanized, he tries to destroy himself by leaping into the ocean. Instead of dying, he discovers something mesmerizing beneath the waves, a statue of the Blue Fairy, enshrined within an old theme park at Coney Island. Believing she's real, David sits before her, pleading endlessly to be made into a real boy. Thousands of years pass. Humanity becomes extinct. Earth is now cold, blanketed in ice. Highly advanced mechas, evolved descendants of David's kind, roam the planet. They discover David, frozen but intact. Fascinated by his direct connection to the extinct humans, The makers revive him. David asks them to bring Monica back. They explain they can reconstruct a version of her from a lock of her hair, but she can only live for one day. David accepts. For one perfect day, Monica and David share a dreamlike life. They laugh, eat together, and she reaffirms her love for him. When the day ends, Monica lies down to sleep, never to awaken again. David lies beside her, his wish fulfilled, not by magic, but by the illusion of love and memory. As the advanced mechas observe quietly, David finally shuts down, in peace. AI artificial intelligence is a meditation on love, loss, and the boundaries between artificial and human emotion. Directed by Steven Spielberg from a concept by Stanley Kubrick, the film asks us what it means to be real, not just in flesh, but in feeling. David's story is not one of triumph, but of tragedy. A machine designed to love endlessly in a world that cannot love him back. And yet, in the end, he finds a sliver of joy, however fleeting. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, comment your thoughts on David's journey, and subscribe for more deep dives into cinema's most thought-provoking films.